Alright, you're locked down. Restricted. Can't do payback.
After it.
Interesting. That's the first time we've seen that besides the one we just saw at behind the infirmary. Okay.
And does it tell you which quest locks it?
It said behind the main quest.
Okay.
So when we talked to her, it said quest. Oh no, never mind. Currently restricted. It doesn't say which.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Sorry.
Okay, let's just try to do a thing. What's next?
Mm-hmm.
Come back.
I got a bone to pick.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out. I noticed you and Toggle had gone off
Messing
somewhere.
with you monkey mouth
Taking
putters
for a walk, did you?
You could say
in my
that.
throne again.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
There you go.
Handing over 5 antelope femurs.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
They said he changed ever since he became Frosty, but I think it was ever since that night on the beach. He lost his appetite.
Yep. But this old food ain't gonna cut it anymore. I was eating kibbles and bits at the time. No more kibbles and bits.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
Yes.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity to have a system where every time you pet Torgal, you give him a certain power with the pets. Whatever flavor you're on. Give him a little bit of Phoenix Pets.
Yeah.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
All right, give a little shucka shucka shucka, and then like suddenly like Bahamut energy is crackling out.
I have
Mix the
quite
energies.
find for you
Yeah,
today.
have him be like a little Eevee, you know?
What subject shall we consider today?
All right. Right. There's Blacksmith's Blues.
4?
4. He's hanging out here of his own
Tail wagging and
volition.
everything.
Yeah.
Tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Go
Oh,
on then.
actually, speaking of Goots, he looked like he had many things to say.
Oh.
Is there out you need? There's no one like our Nan.
She can be a bit grumpy, like, but deep down she's got a heart of gold. My mom and dad worked me like a dog, and still called me a witless, worthless waste of space.
Damn.
Said it so much I started believing him. But then Nan got wind of how they were treating me, and she didn't like it one bit. Pulled out a big fat purse full of gold and threw it at their feet.
Your lad's worth double that.
She said, and if your lot can't see it, you hand them over to someone who can.
Wow.
Ah, that shining, glittering gill. And Nan said I was worth more. Never been so happy in my life.
And I've never looked back.
I started working for Nan right then and there, and I'll gladly stay with her till my dying day.
Aww.
Be seeing ya.
Oh, you big galoot.
Goots galoots.
So lovable.
So death flagged. I hate to say it, but fuck.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot.
He's got a door to hold, man.
Yeah.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing at Aoife like no one's business.
Oh no.
And the village?
Safe from the
That
flood
was
for
quick.
now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick.
Every side quest when
Doris
you
sent
ride
few
out of
curse
town
breakers to
and
keep
a
an eye
job
on
well
things, but there's
done.
only so much a couple of scouts
There's
can
just
do.
like a Katamari of Akashic
Something
tearing
will
up the
soon.
town behind
The
you.
old place will be overrun.
Da-da-da-da. Job well done, Ambrosia.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorne know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Sadthorne.
Again. The saddening. Jeez.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
All right. Yes, Akashic everywhere. It's almost like you can't stop it. It's happening too fast. You got to deal with the root of the problem.
I'm not sad. I just don't feel like smiling, that's all. So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, the brass neck of that girl. Everyone's coming together to fight.
Haven't lowered our prices. Yeah.
Clive! You're here!
Yeah.
Akashic.
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris' scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back. Sid.
Hello, Zoltan.
I'd never
The
have guessed,
Magnificent.
Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out
The zombies
to be
are
the
coming.
realm's
Hurry the
most
fuck up or
infamous
shut up.
Outlaw. Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Oh.
Sadthorne!
Thorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been?
Punch him.
Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
The sad aura emanating from this village is unstoppable right now.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us.
Damn.
He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
I need to see a zombie coming in right from the top frame. Just slowly walking into frame right now.
This place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
Sounds like
What you
cowardice.
had to do was your duty.
Even if it meant we all starved.
Enough. This is no time for bickering. We'll finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Now for
Sorry,
another
Clive.
20 years of silence.
Shouldn't have stuck my nose in. Short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Akashic are like in the background, like, whoa, Jerry.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
You, ready for the off then?
Ready for the off.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
Yeah.
How close are they?
Subtitle
We're sight of the
fucking
walls.
spoilers,
There
man.
are more coming up from the mines.
They
Every
were
time.
waiting right outside the
What was
doors.
I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back.
They were
behind
actually
gates.
waiting for the end of the commercial
Good idea.
break.
Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
I've been to space.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me.
I feel like Blackthorn in a war
Give
would be
those
kind of
things one
useless
for
because
ya.
he's just too busy staring at all the other weapons and going, "Who made that sword?"
As he's fighting.
Yeah. Oh, that axe though. Like, motherfucker. Huh? What? Oh. Akashic Ox.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Fair enough.
Yeah, make it look like it's a challenge. Big horn. Melting. New enemies approach. Oh damn. Gamma wave. Or a sick ass tackle. Oh, more. All the Akashic. Kamehameha. Whoa. Oh, it's a big attack.
Ah, nope.
You got 3 on 3? Hey. Swing and a miss. Freeze.
Is that it?
Ah,
Apparently not.
Ghidorah? Oh, shit. Manticore.
It doesn't look Akashic. There's no blue on it.
No, it's not. Chimera.
Getting past me.
Just wanted some action.
Yeah.
Wow. You do a lot of things, Chimera. Got some shocks. Got some burns. Hey. Oh, that was a good burn. Man, that move is so good. Oh. Almost there. Ouch. Whew. The dragon's voice. Nah, silenced.
Are we gonna get to see it? Probably not.
Does not seem like it.
Probably not.
Didn't hear shite. All that AP.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Alright.
Yeah. So now you can... Like, even without the perfect time Shiva step usage, just the regular usage is already nuts.
Sid! You're even more fierce than
Why is there
your
an echo?
reputation. Enough to give those
Sounds like he's in a
Akashic
small room.
monsters nightmares.
'Cause
I
he
almost
is.
felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over.
Yeah, there's a
it's no
reverb
less safe than anywhere.
on
And more
just him.
importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north.
Could have been COVID
And I'll
recording.
see that they're guarded day and night.
All right? Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
Huh.
As for you, Blackthorne, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
It's not like I like Dravos or
Stayed
anything.
away so long, and I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorne. Remind Dravoged what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean
Clive is standing right behind him, just semi-priming, like, don't you fucking... Don't you dare.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him,
I'd love to come home, but...
anyway.
Needed elsewhere.
Blackthorne. The Master Smith turned outlaw. Back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
Good work goes a long way.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Is it a seal?
No.
Yeah!
Oh my god! I never even... For what? For this town? For this shoddy ass podunk?
Oh, is that good enough for
I
you?
wouldn't mind to make you a far grander
What the
gift.
shit?
Designs for certain sort.
Congratulations, Ash. Here's a badge of Garbage Town.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task.
But if we band up together...
Cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring?
That's right.
I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
I did cry when I saw your engravings.
You know
A
what?
lot.
I think you might be right.
You don't even know how much he cried. He cried so
You
much.
wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools.
If I get a weapon out of
Got a
it,
legend to
sure.
forge. I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other
Oh my god.
With a little help from Blackthorne,
I'm not like you,
I don't see
Blackthorne.
why we can't restore Dravozd to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
Says the guy who threw away Excalibur after one mission.
Clive, I'm gonna build you the greatest, most legendary sword ever. This undertaking will be massive, and in the end, you'll get the greatest, most legendary blade that has 5 attack points more than the current sword you have.
Is it worth it?
Absolutely. From 300 to 305, then.
All right.
Hey.
Oh, man.
And he threw himself.
Back to the hideaway.
You've never seen anything like it. I have, actually. It's really just the thing I'm currently holding. Which also, again,
Come back.
I bought the sword, Ice Brand, during the stopped time. And now I might throw it away. There might be a sword that has 0 missions under its belt.
Are you two getting along?
The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
Oh, what do you
funny.
need?
But none of this would have been possible without your help.
Can't do it without a fetch quest, though.
You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip.
No, we still haven't ended the
Steel,
last
meanwhile,
quest.
will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its
Yeah.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk to the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
You guys have
bellows it is, then.
have you seen Odin's slash? By the way, like have it unmends reality. What are we talking about here?
Sometime later. Really, that quick?
Oh, bugger me. We actually did it.
It's a fine sword.
It's a fine sword.
The sword to end all swords.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Ah.
Quite something.
What does Odin fear?
You'll take good care of it.
That's pretty good.
Both of you.
All right.
So, does this make you
Good
the
name.
greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Fuck.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea.
Yeah.
No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Well, calm down, Zoltan.
Ragnarok is a great name for an Odin killer. But what are the numbers?
+2.
Let me see the numbers, please.
Gotterdamerung.
Gotterdamerung. Damn. Okay. That's a cool name, too. Yeah. Ancient Ashen legend purports that one day the Age of Dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. A clash they call Ragnarok. All right. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard the Damerung was with the Neo Damerung, the song in The Matrix.
Right.
Go kill a god. Stab it.
Use your new sword to go get new crafting items. To get another new sword.
Now hold on. Let's see it. Fuck. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
The blighted thing float, did it?
The weight of all that shit.
Mid had me knock out. I thought it'd sink straight to the bottom. Always the way with Mid's inventions, though, isn't it? You ain't got a clue what the hell you're looking at until when she hands it to you. Hands you the designs, but they always seem to work.
That one.
Right, boil on the arse sometimes, but clever all the same.
What will it be?
What will it be? Yeah, okay. We're...
And? Yeah. I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive. The best.
There we go.
I'll keep the forge up.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. 300 to 325.
That's pretty good.
That's alright. That's fine. Nah. We jumped up 5 from here to here, and now we're jumping up even more. There you go. Alright.
Nice knowing you, Icebrand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zolty.
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy just to be here. You've built a fine home for yourselves. And I can see why Blackthorn's so taken with it. Look after the old bastard for me, will you? I'll be off soon, but next time you're in Dalmacia, be sure to pay me a visit. Snotty will let you in.
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's troubles then? That'd be something, eh?
No,
We
it's,
wouldn't be Blackthorn if he didn't give us the odds.
Right.
it's constant work.
Okay. So the pun is almost fully in motion then. We are carrying Ragnarok, we're going to slay Odin, and we have a wolf with us. A frost wolf, no less, right? It's like, how much more do we need? Can we grab anything further from Norse mythology to like further hammer the point home? I said it already, but I'm hard calling out that like somewhere in that fight there's gonna be a oh shit. That's the cap. Wow.
We looping back or?
Oh, let's just do this. That's fine. We'll loop back after, yeah. Somewhere in that in the upcoming battle will be a like something floating around him called Hugin and something around him called Moonin. Like that's gonna need perhaps like something about birds. Those something about his birds is gonna be worked in if you're doing it properly. I feel like there's a lot of shit you can pull with that. All right. Let's push a little further forward.
Well, no one's resting.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
BDSM stands for bearer dominant. Sadomasochism in this world.
What is this place?
Don't move.
The filth. The grime. It's incredible.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Dirty water. It's delicious.
That will be 3 talents.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
You think Bahamut could paint all those targets and get them in one shot too there, buddy? Nice. Nice AoE for you.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing. My fault. My sin.
You're literally doing the Clive, but you're doing it a little later. Right?
And for it, I must atone.
Yeah,
that's where we
Your
started.
hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
Oh yeah,
I know,
sure.
But I couldn't just leave you lying there.
Yeah, I gave my last talent to the last homeless dude I saw on the side of the road, going to more. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Oh yeah?
Will you promise to come back and visit?
No. Smiles, winks, walks out. Wash the shirt too?
All starched up?
A Lannister repays their debts, but...
Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
But a Lesage? I don't know.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Tyre.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Thank you for translating, Jill.
We must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll be in the shelves with your lawsmen. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Torgal,
I'll
translation?
talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Yeah, it is interesting to, like, play an FF game where Clive is basically taking on the amount of events that a full party would accept, you know, spread across a whole group. Like, if you, like, you have a party, but they're supporting characters, you're the main, and, like, Terra was the main character of 6, but she didn't hold this much on her shoulders compared to everyone else, right? Can't even talk to him. Like, you are the party and then some. There's a button for it.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive.